What's going on, everyone? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through 10 of the best and 10 of my favorite ab exercises that we've ever posted here at vshred.
I'ma keep on going up till the lights go down.
All right, so starting out at number 10, we have mountain climbers. Now, mountain climbers are just an overall great exercise for getting your heart pumping. I like this one because it's a great exercise for lower abs. Just make sure you're driving your knees and really crunching with your core. All right, next up at number 9, we have a side-to-side cable pull down. So this is a great exercise for your obliques and also for your upper abs. Also, you can load this up with weight, which is why I really like it. You can get that overload of resistance. So with this one, make sure that you're really focusing on crunching down to each side, counting them out, and really focusing on that mind-muscle connection and breathing out as you do it. All right, number 8, next up we have reverse crunches, possibly one of my favorite all-time exercises, but my favorite for lower abs. And so for this one, make sure that you're not allowing your legs to drop down too low. You're going until your thighs are perpendicular with the ground and then rolling them up so that your lower abs are on fire. All right, next up at number 7, we have leg lift extension. So this is another great lower ab exercise. Obviously, you have that leg lift, but then that extension at the top is what I find to be the most important. So make sure that you're not creating a bunch of momentum when you're doing this and really focus on driving up using your core only here. All right, next up at number 6, we have a very common ab exercise, but again, a great one, the Russian twist. Now, the Russian twist is obviously a great exercise for getting your obliques working, that rotation in your torso, but make sure that you're focusing on actually turning your shoulders rather than what your hands are doing. Now, real quickly, before we get into the top 5 of my favorite ab exercises that we've done, I just want to say really quickly, if you guys are going out and you're doing these ab exercises and you're hitting your abs after your lifts and you're working out hard, but you're not tracking your macros, or you don't even know how many macros you should be eating, you don't know what type of diet is best for you, make sure that you're focusing on fat loss. This is probably the best tip that I can give you. Focus on fat loss even more than your training. Dieting literally is like 80% of getting in shape, and if you don't know what you're doing, I have a free quiz that can and will help you, and it will make it seem like it's super easy. So I'll throw a link to it down in the description below. It's 6 questions, super simple to fill out, and it'll tell you exactly what you should be doing in the gym and in the kitchen. So check that out. All right, but getting back into it, number 5, we have Spider-Man planks. So these can be called Spider-Mans. You can do these with push-ups as well to make them Spider-Man push-ups. But I love this exercise because A, it's nearly a full body exercise. You're working multiple muscle groups, but also a great oblique exercise. And so with each Spider-Man, make sure that you're really focusing on keeping your knee up as high as you can and crunching down on whichever side you're bringing your knee up so that you can really work those obliques, and make sure you're counting. Do the same number of reps on each side. And then next up, number 4, and one of my all-time favorites, is a straight arm barbell sit-up. So this one's a little more difficult to do because obviously you need weight, so you can't do it at home. But I like this one so much because you can overload your muscle and it hits the abs in a slightly different way than pretty much any kind of crunch will, which makes it that much more valuable because you always got to change up your training. And then next up at number 3, we're getting to it here now. So we got heel taps at number 3, which is a great, again, oblique exercise. And this one is definitely amazing because this is good for beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. Just make sure when you are crunching up, you're making sure that your heels are about 6 inches out of reach of your fingertips, and then really focusing on crunching down to each side until you tap them. If you can't tap them, move them back an inch closer until you are tapping them, and then work your way further and further as you progress. And then number 2, second to last, we got side plank hip dip. So this is probably my favorite oblique exercise just because it works so dang well and you can overload the muscle here. So basically you're getting into a side plank and you're letting your hips drop as low as you can, and you're getting that stretch in the oblique, and then you're driving it up, feeling that squeeze in the oblique. And if it gets easy and you can do this for more than 12 reps, grab a dumbbell, put it on your outside hip, and let that overload the muscle so that you can really start to grow or develop and train and strengthen your oblique muscles. All right, and last, we have number 1 on the list, and this is probably the most advanced exercise of the 10. We have the floor wiper. So it's a body weight exercise, but it's a very tough one. Basically, it's a great oblique exercise, a lot of oblique exercises today. You take your arms, you spread them as wide as you can. This is for upper body stabilization, and then you're gonna take your legs, straighten them out, drop them down to each side until they're a couple inches off the ground, and then use your obliques to pull them back up. If you can't do that, bend your knees to a 90-degree angle, drop them down to each side, build up strength, and work it until you can get your legs straight and you can do 10 to 12 reps. And there you have it. 10 of the best and 10 of my favorite ab exercises that we've ever posted here on the vshred YouTube channel. If you liked this video, make sure that you're hitting that thumbs up button below, or if you have a buddy who's looking for some ab exercise ideas, share this video with them. And also, if you like this video and you want us to make more top 10 videos like this, comment down below what you want our next top 10 video to be about. And also make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out, and turning on those post notifications so that you really don't miss it. But that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.